Hey guys, Pixie Doodle here, and today we're going to be doing the first in my how to draw Pokemon video, starting with IgglyBuff. Cute little IgglyBuff. Alright, so to start with, I've made little cutout pieces of paper, roughly the same size I'm going to be using to draw with all the instructions from the book and a basic image that I drew for this. I figured it'd be better than having the big bulky book taking up all the attention. So there's that. And then we have our lovely, whoops, I only need one piece of paper. Pencil for drawing, eraser, and of course a permanent marker. Normally you would use a pen, but I'm going to be using a permanent marker just so you guys can see the lines a little better. Alright, so the first step is to draw a circle, which is arguably one of the hardest things to do in life. Drawing a circle. Here, you know what, I could just use this. Copy and trace. You guys think I could do that? No, I won't do that. I'll do it freehand for you guys. Could also use my camera lens cap. You guys can cheat for a circle if you want. I'm going to try to get better at drawing circles. I realize I'm not the best at drawing circles. So there we go. I have a circle. You guys can't see it that well, but I have a circle. A very messy circle with little corrections everywhere. So we'll just get rid of this line because I don't need it, and we'll get rid of this line because I don't need it. Okay. Next is to draw two small eyes, not that far apart from each other, and then the arm here that stays inside the body, an arm here that goes outside the body, a foot here, and another little foot here. And that's step one. We have drawn the circle, the two small eyes, and the four curved lines for the arms. On to step two, which I think, nope, that's it. Okay, so we have to add the poof on the head, which I think I just messed up on. And of course, there we go. That's the poof on the head. And add of course, I skipped the first step, which is add detail to the eyes. So we're gonna add a little shiny spot to both the eyes. Draw the pupil. And I've looked it up. These lines are actually to show where the eye changes color. So if you're gonna color it in, don't draw those lines right here and here. If you're not coloring it in, leaving it black and white, then I would suggest coloring in it, drawing those lines to give the eye more detail. So we're going to ink those in black, so we're not going to worry about those. And let's see what else. Oh yes, the mouth. The mouth, which kind of looks like a cat mouth. It's got the curve, and then a curve up, and then another line up, and then a line going like this. Going yay, because it's a baby. Alright, and then the final step is to, of course, put the little spiral on its head and ink it. So that was pretty easy, and my computer just went to sleep. Thanks for going to sleep, computer. Oh, because I don't want permanent marker all over my desk, as this is also my computer desk that I'm drawing on. How about we not? Let's say we did. Alright. I made that foot look a little thinner because I wanted it to look like it's stretched out. It's a little pointy for a hand here. Oh well. we go. Ink in the puff. Ink in the spiral. And then the eyes, which no longer look circular because of what I just did. And then, of course, finally, the little mouth. There. And there you have an IgglyBuff. So, also on the same page as IgglyBuff, sometimes the one page, sometimes the two, they had a little mini challenge. Draw Jigglypuff. So, we're going to take this secondary piece of paper here. We're going to draw Jigglypuff to go with our IgglyBuff. And we're going to let it sit so I can erase the lines. Because I don't want to smudge the permanent marker. So, with Jigglypuff, it's the same basic idea. You draw a circle. You start out with a simple circle. Okay, simple circle. And we're going to add the ears. They're kind of rounded and pointed at the same time. And of course then you have this, and you want to make sure this line comes out more on this side, and on this side the line comes out more on this side. And then of course you would draw the eyes, which Jigglypuff has bigger eyes. And then we're going to draw this little hand saying hi. I can't. I'm running out of pencil here. Okay. Okay. And then this one's just going to be kind of by its side. Just chilling. And its foot. This one's going to be standing like this. And then this one's going to come out like that. Maybe like that. Maybe a little longer. Who knows? I feel like I should make that thinner. Okay, there we go. And the mouth, which is just a curve and a line. For the puff on its head, it's easier to start, my guess would be to start this way, come up this way, then have this puff, part of the puff, like that. That would probably be easier. Yes, I did draw that, and it looks completely different than this one here. And then you're going to draw the line. Jigglypuff has some big irises and a circle for a shine. Jigglypuff. And you can shade this if you want, but the Jigglypuff's eyes are kind of green. So there, we have drawn Jigglypuff to go with our IgglyBuff. And I'm going to quickly color these in here. Ah, whoops, I'm drawing on my desk all over again. Ah! I'm going to end up with black spots all over my desk. Why? Because I wasn't paying attention. And then, of course, we have this. that, and I realize I'm not talking very much. But we're going to add a kind of curved line at the bottom, and we're going to color it in black. I'm very bad at coloring in with a permanent marker, apparently. There we go. Next we're going to do the puff, just because it's such a defining mark when it comes to the eyes. Just to prove that it has a little swirl there. One circle, draw the next one slightly smaller, and draw the little shine. Draw the next circle. That looks a little funky, little shine. Oh, and we forgot this arm here. It's just chilling. I'm going to actually draw its mouth a little lower and a little longer. Going, hey. It's kind of jumping up and waving to say hi. So there we go. And I feel like this line here is a little funky. You may have to draw it a couple of times before it comes out looking anywhere nice. As you can see, I drew these two today, and they both look completely different. I mean, this one has a ginormous puff and its eyes are lower, and this one has a tiny puff and it's way up higher, like it's waving up high, and its ears are a little off center. So, I mean, it's pretty bad either way. But what can you do? All right, so those are IgglyBuff and JigglyBuff. IgglyBuff, JigglyBuff. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed that little video of me drawing IgglyBuff, and of course Jigglypuff. I did have a little issues with the colors because I don't have the proper colors. I use Sharpie markers because those are pretty much the only markers I have. And it came out a lot darker than I wanted to, but I really like the way Jigglypuff's eyes came out. And they're reversed, actually. That's actually the opposite side of the paper. The Sharpie bled through so much. This is what my little paper looked like, and I actually had to get like secondary marker paper to put behind it. So it was really darker. The marker did not look that dark on the cap. It was a lot darker than I wanted it to, even on the reverse side where it was lighter. But I think that it still came out very nicely, and it was a very nice to show you that I'm not that great and that I'm trying to get better, and you guys can get better with me. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll be here next week for another video when we learn how to draw Cleffa. Alright, bye.